Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to start and hopefully finish a little seasonal project just before the break. This is the drawing of a nutcracker. I think you've probably seen this decoration. They represent soldiers, and the real ones are made of wood and their teeth open and close, and in theory you could crack the shell of a nut in the mouth. It certainly inspired the ballet called the Nutcracker and a lot of fine art. So this is the basics, and then you'll get to decide how to decorate your figure. I'll be working from this handout right here, which starts with a rectangular piece of paper folded in half and then into eight sections. Those folded lines will guide us as we set our proportions so that our chest is big enough and our legs are long enough. So let's see how this goes. I'll just set that off to the side while I begin by folding this rectangular piece of paper. I'm going to go in half and then in half the narrow way, like a hot dog. And again, these folds are just to guide us as we draw. There's my middle, so I will bend the edge to line up with the center fold. Likewise on the other side. And when I open again, I have 8 sections, which is what I wanted to have. When I see in the handout a belt above the middle line, here's my middle line, and so the belt goes in here, and I'll try and get it approximately the same proportions. Just rectangles, and a big rectangle for the buckle that actually dips just below my center line. I'm using a pencil so that if I want to make a change, I can. I think I want it a little wider. The next thing is to add the chest and the lower part of the jacket. Now this top is below the top fold, somewhere in there, and it's wider than the belt. And then it curves in. And there's a diagonal piece in the shoulder. And then this lower part of the jacket comes about halfway down in this third segment. And it's about as wide as the shoulders or the jacket, with a little curve like an oval. Then from here, a little curve in to the belt. Now we can add the legs and the arms. With the legs, I'm going to go to the feet, all the way at the bottom, and a little bit of space between them. And then the boots are a little high, higher than that fold, with a slightly diagonal line. The boots taper wide at the top, narrow at the bottom. And then the thigh is vertical. Now I look here for the arms, and they start near the shoulder, and the elbow is above the belt. So that's my upper arm. And the hands are really close to the oval shape here. Just circles. And there's a glove with a cuff. The cuff is about here, just below that fold. And then the forearm goes into the glove. Next, we move to this section here where we draw in the head and the crown or the hat. Here's my head. It curves up and stops about here. And then the hair curls from right here and gets wider as it comes down toward the shoulder. Do you see how I practice my line first? It can help to practice a line before you draw it. And now, a crown of some kind. You can make it different from the picture if you want. And my crown will have a point. From there we add details to the vest. Oh, first let's add the teeth. Teeth are very important to our Nutcracker. It's a big rectangle that extends below this line. And from here, we're going to go all the way down to create a beard with a point in the middle. Now your vest could choose a lot of different details. I did it like here in my first example, but I might choose to change the details in this example. So on to the face. Let's create a nose. That's just a little rectangle. And then a mustache, which is like a letter C. And then a point here that curls down. A letter C, a point that hooks. And then I can draw the eyebrows straight down with a curve, straight in the middle with a curve. And then I just fill that out as a shape. Our example has these eyes that look almost closed in a crescent shape. And then we have these circles for our rosy cheeks at the end of our mustache. That is the basics before we add our choices for the uniform, like laces on the boots or stitching on the jacket. So I hope you look at the other pictures of these nutcrackers and you get some ideas about how to make yours unique. Have fun.